All right. Good evening to you, Em, and good morning to all our angels. We call them angels here in QVA. So, would like to congratulate you and welcome you to QVA. So, thank you so much for choosing QVA to be part of your business. So, we are so glad that we you consider us. And today, this is a group interview. There's supposed to be three. I'm not sure the other VA is still joining. But what will happen, is that you will handle this interview, of course. So you might want to introduce a bit of yourself first, your business background, and the things that you are looking for in your VA. And then
Okay.
afterwards, feel free to call any of the ladies to introduce themselves as well. And then feel
Okay.
free to ask them questions. Okay. So I'll just stay here. I'll turn off my video and we'll get back to you once you are done with your questions.
Okay. All right. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Oh my
Enjoy.
gosh, this feels so formal. I've hired people to work with me, but they've always been either friends or people that have gone through my coaching course. So I've never done it so formal before. So I'm not such a formal person. You guys will learn that from me, whoever ends up working with me. So I'm M. Hollis. I have been running a coaching business with my partner for the last 5 years. We started 5 years ago, him and I and our best friend, and it was mainly focused on helping people with integration after they had had some kind of a spiritual awakening. So had some experience, went to a retreat or a workshop and wanted to really learn how to integrate it into their lives. And my husband and I actually met at a meditation retreat, and we changed our lives. And so we're really helping people integrate that into their lives. So we did that, the three of us, did a group coaching program for a couple years. And then about 2 years ago, we decided to each do our own thing for a while. And so I was working with women on helping them just create a more authentic life and become more of themselves and help, women that were going through some kind of a spiritual awakening. And then about 6 months ago, my husband and I decided to start working together again. And so our business has shifted a few times in the last 5 years. And now we're very clear. We're so much more clear than we ever were before on what our mission is and what we're here to do. And we may be a little different than most of the people, perhaps maybe that come through here that are looking for VAs. Our focus right now is on retreats, in-person retreats. We do have a coaching program, a mentorship program that is based on 3-month subscriptions. And so those are our two main focuses right now, is the retreats, they're breathwork retreats, and the 3-month subscription programs that they get some online stuff and then they do weekly calls with us. And also our YouTube channel is really what we're focusing on right now, growing our YouTube channel. So that's the main focus right now. And it's really about helping people who have had some kind of a spiritual awakening. They want to go deeper. They want to integrate change and transformation into their life. We work with people who have experienced sometimes lots of trauma in their childhood, lots of trauma in their life, and they're trying to work through that. Our main tool is breath work. I'm a breath work instructor. My husband has an amazing transformation story. He was completely paralyzed 20 years ago, and he had to basically heal himself through his mind, the power of his thoughts. And so that's why for us, our mission is really helping people be the best versions of themselves, whatever that looks like. That's what we do. We also have gone through some pretty massive changes personally in the last couple months. And we worked a lot with a lot of business coaches and stuff in the last couple of years. And what we came to realize is that we really have to stay true and authentic to who him and I are. And so for me, what's really important is quality and not quantity anymore. I was really, really focused on quantity for a couple of years and push and go and grow the business. And I found that I just got burnt out, and I lost the whole reason why I was wanting to do what we were doing in the first place, which was helping people. And sometimes that doesn't mean a massive scale. Sometimes that means on a smaller scale for us. This is just for us. and making a really big impact in those people's lives. So that is what's the most important to us, is that we're staying true to our authentic selves. And I personally have a tendency to push really hard, and my lessons in the last couple months have been to like not push so hard and really just stay in alignment in myself, spend more time meditating, spend more time going within, and the more I do that, the better I can help people do that. So we are not about fast growth and lots of growth really fast. We're about sustainable growth and keeping the mission the most important thing, which is helping people transform their lives ultimately. So that's a little bit about our business. Say hi really quick. So just, you can't hear him. This is my husband.
Hello.
I deal with usually all this kind of
How are
stuff.
you?
He likes to just do video. He does lots of content. So whoever works with us, you'll get to know him really well.
See the face and
Yes.
hear the voice.
Yes.
So very
Hi,
nice meeting you
Scott.
guys.
They said hi. So what we're really, like I said, it's changed a little bit in the last couple of months, our business model. So what we're, like I said, really focused on is growing our YouTube channel. We literally just today put out the registration for our retreat that's happening in November. And then we just shifted our coaching course used to be a year-long program. It was $5,000. And it took a lot for people to sign up for that. So what we did was broke that up actually into different phases. So people can sign up for an individual phase that they do 3 months at a time. So what I'm really looking for is more time to create better YouTube content, but really like the social media stuff. Like him and I, we can put a lot of content together. It's then just putting it out, cutting it up, using different pieces of it. Like I know that there's a lot that can be done with the content that we produce. It's just we don't have the time to do both. And so it's really looking at growing. We do have a Facebook page. We individually have our own Facebook personal pages that we utilize a lot. Like I said, we're trying to grow our YouTube channel, and Instagram. We're trying to grow that. So the big focus is probably on social media marketing and email campaign. We have an email list of about 4,000. And so I know that we can utilize that in a better way with email campaigns, especially with focusing on this retreat right now. I also am looking at like some simple sort of background stuff. Like I do free breathwork workshops every other Sunday. So it's like putting it in Eventbrite and then emailing it out and all those kind of things. So kind of just the logistical things in the background too. So that is me, and that's really what we're focused on right now. Hopefully that gave you guys a clear picture. So, oh yes. So now I guess I call on you. Okay. So let's start with Angela. I guess same thing. Just tell me a little bit about yourself. What I'm kind of going off the questions.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
strengths and weaknesses, that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, allow me to introduce myself. Oh, by the way, it was so nice meeting you, Em. And you look very gorgeous, by the way.
Oh, thank
Uh,
you.
so I am Mary Angela Alcala, but you can call me Angela or Mary, whatever you want. I'm 24 years old. And I've been a virtual assistant, but I've been a virtual assistant for over a year already. But I have been a social media manager and content creator for 3 years already. I have worked with various coaches in my virtual assistant journey, and I have worked. Actually, my recent client was a spiritual coach too.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. And then well, I can say that I can be everyone in my journey as a virtual assistant. I can say that I can be everyone's go-to guru for all things social media, especially social media. Having dived headfirst into managing various social media platforms for my clients, I can say that I am very equipped with skills and experience of knowledge to help you in growing your business and to curate an irresistible online experience for your business. I have also been doing email marketing with my past clients. Because I know that you have been looking for as what I have known, you have been looking for an email marketer too. Am I correct?
Yes. Yep.
Actually, as for my experience, I have handled one of the biggest malls here in the Philippines. I am their social media manager and I am their content creator. And so I can really say that my forte is social media management and content creation. But of course, I'm very flexible, and so I can do other things, of course, with your guidance and Scott's guidance, if ever you will choose me as your virtual assistant. But even though I have experiences in this field, of course, I need to be honest that I can say that I haven't found the path for me yet, or else let's say that I haven't identified what I really like or who I really am. Sometimes do you know you feel like my our life is like repetitive. You know what we do is what we do yesterday we're gonna doing it again today. So like what I do is always systematic. So maybe I can learn from you along the way if ever you're gonna choose me. And of course, I can also help you. I can also help you, and we can learn from each other. Aside from that, I can also do video editing. Actually, it is also I also love creating videos. My past clients, what I do with them is creating. Since what I do with my clients is like creating contents, right? So what I mostly do is posting on their on their social media platforms, and I do all the video contents on their YouTube, on their Instagram Instagram reels. I also love doing Instagram reels and videos. Yeah.
Awesome.
I am I am still open to learning more, of course, about whatever you want me to do for your business. And I really love to be a part of your business because your mission and your goal, as what I have heard, I am inspired of your mission and your goal in helping others. I love helping other people too. As much as I can, I do whatever it takes to just to help other people. So uh if you allow me to be a part of your mission and goal, I would love to. I would really love to help you out. And thank you for inspiring other people with your business and your mission. That's all for me. Thank you. Nice meeting you, Em.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Angela. All right. So Anna, do you prefer either or?
Either.
Okay.
Either or. Hi,
Okay.
Em. Good
Hi.
evening. How's your day going?
It's awesome. We're out of town. We live in Florida, but
Oh,
we're up in the mountains in Georgia because there's a big hurricane actually that's hitting near our home in Florida right now. So, but we're good. Thank
okay.
you. Yeah.
So to introduce myself, I'm Anna. I'm from Mindanao, Philippines. So my background, I started being a VA, January 2021. I started as a Facebook ad specialist. So along the way, when I've been part of QVA, so I've assisted coaches, trauma coaches, NLP mindset coaches. So what I do, I had been a DM appointment setter, also with Jason, and a social media manager. And I think what I can help you in your business is I can help you repurpose your contents in various social media platforms. So I also do faceless video editing.
Mm.
And honestly, I don't have experience yet in email marketing, but I think there are a lot of resources which I can get go check up. And I have also experience in Eventbrite. So
Awesome.
I believe there are a lot of individuals who need your coaching, since there are a lot of individuals who suffer in trauma and also mind blocks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that's all
for
for
sure.
me.
Awesome. What would you say is your favorite thing to do? Like, what do you
So my favorite thing to do in this online platform, so I love editing videos.
Mm,
And I
awesome.
enjoy that a lot. So in
Yeah,
my personal life, I love traveling, I love cooking.
awesome. Awesome. Cool. Okay, let me go through these questions, see if guys kind of what, so I'll ask both of you guys, what do you think is your biggest strength? And you kind of already answered this, but if you had to pick one thing out of those things, what do you think your biggest strength is? Actually, what's your biggest strength just as a person? Like what do you think that thing is in you that like this is like your thing? And what do you think the weakness would be? So Anna, you can answer that first.
For me, I think the greatest strength is that based on my previous work, whether it's was a corporate or in the field of online, so I can work with grace under under pressure of
Oh,
it, there's a
yeah,
deadline.
yeah,
Yeah, I can work
yeah.
on that, and I'm also flexible. I mean, for me, learning, the sky is the limit. So I love to do new things.
Awesome.
And I think my weakness, uh, is it person?
Is
I
what? What
think
was that?
uh, I mean, it's in general.
What would you say your weakness is in general?
For me, I think my weakness, I need to I mean for my personal, I think to work out on my, I mean, daily routine in maybe in time management
Ah,
after
I know
work.
that very well. Yes.
After work.
Yeah, I know that very well. Awesome. Thank you.
That's
Angela?
all for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, well, my strength I could say is my confidence in communication and in talking to people. Well, I really love talking to people. That's why, because I'm a bubbly person, and well, my friends say me that I'm really friendly. So I
Yeah.
can say that I'm very confident with my communication with other people, and I love meeting new people too. So I can say that's my forte. And by the way, I did facilitate retreats because I'm also active in the church for 7 years. So I
Awesome.
facilitate retreats. That's why that's why they allowed me to handle the retreats because I'm a people person.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then and then as for my weakness, I can say that because I'm a people well, I admit that I am a people pleaser. I easily get to um I tend to please people. Whatever they say, for example, they say that they say bad things about me. What I
Yeah.
do is I say sorry to them. Even
Yeah.
even if it's not my fault or anything,
Yeah.
uh I think being a people pleaser is a weakness because people get to hit you
Yeah.
where your weakness is. And my mother is really mad about it because I'm a people pleaser. So I
Yeah.
guess that's my weakness.
Yeah. Yep. I very much relate. It's what I had to it's what I had to work through in my own life for sure. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I hope I can overcome that one and be strong
for sure.
with
For sure.
my with that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well,
That's all
thank
for
you,
me.
ladies. Thank you. Well, is it Naomi? Am I saying your name right? Naomi? If she's there still?
Yes, that's right.
Naomi. I think that's all the questions I have.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much. And
Yeah.
let's turn the table before we wrap up the call. Let's ask our
Yeah.
angels if they have question for you.
Yes. 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 Any
um
questions you guys have for me?
I have a question,
Yeah.
so what triggered you, or what's like is there some I don't know if even it's okay to
Sure.
ask,
I'm an
but
open book.
if it's too personal, it's okay. So what triggered you to be like a spiritual coach, or are there any happenings in your life that made you to become one of the spiritual coaches?
Yes, that's a great question. Yes, I mean, there was lots of things that led up to it, of course. But about 7 years ago, I had been married for 10 years in a really dysfunctional, unhealthy marriage. And I actually was a secret pain pill addict, pain pills. I was addicted to pain pills for 10 years, and nobody knew. Obviously, I was just trying to do everything everybody told me to do. I was a chronic people pleaser. And so just trying to raise a family and work and do all the things, and was exhausted, burnt out. I knew something inside of me was telling me this isn't all there is to life, that there's more to life. And so I read a book called You Are the Placebo by Dr. Joe Dispenza, and it's all about meditation and just how much your thoughts affect your reality, affect your life. And because of all the problems I had had my whole life, I'd always struggled with addiction. I had 2 suicide attempts when I was 16 years old. So it wasn't, that feeling of discomfort and not really being who I truly am on the inside was always there. And so when I read that book, it just opened my eyes to a whole new world. And for me, I religion never felt like it fit. It didn't feel like, it felt like something was missing. And so when I read this book and, learned about more of a spiritual aspect, which is just more open, I was like, oh, that feels resonant. That feels to be true. So I started meditating all the time. I started just really doing a lot of internal work, like shadow work, they call it. And after I did that for about a year, I went to one of Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditation retreats and had a really profound experience there. And that really fundamentally shifted my life from there. So yeah, I think that I in working with the people I have in the last 5 years, I think that we all have that thing inside of us that says, I want to be great. I want to be happy. I want to be, all those things. And there's so many things that get in the way of that I just want to show people that they can be, even if I've made a lot of decisions in the last 7 years that many people in my family, my friends didn't understand, but I knew I had to do for me. And I had to let go of living my life for everybody else. And I think that the more that we all do that, this will be a better world. So great question. Thank you.
Thank you, Em, for answering
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Thank you. How about you, Anna? Do you have a question?
My question has been answered already.
Okay.
Beautiful.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, Em, to
Yeah.
get to know our angels. And thank you,
Yeah.
angels, for showing up today. So, of course, the next step is for you to let us know, Em, who you wanted to work with. And I wonder if you can tell us now. Would you like to think about it first before you announce?
I'll think about it and talk it over with my husband too.
Okay, perfect. So as soon as you've decided, feel free to just tag the name of that VA on our mastermind chat, and then I will reach out to you to book for our onboarding call. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you, ladies, so much.
Enjoy the rest
Thank
of your
you.
Thank you,
Thank
Em.
you.
It's
Thank
great
you,
meeting
Em. Nice
you.
meeting
Nice to meet
you.
you. Nice